What's up, guys? It's your boy Mr. Almighty, back at it again with another video. You know, the generic intro. In this video, I wanted to talk about Shin Megami Tensei IV Apocalypse. If you're new to the channel, hi there, I'm Mr. Almighty. This video may or may not be as detailed or as long as you might want it to be as the viewer, because I don't know if this video is gonna do well. My channel is like it's kind of bipolar. Some videos do good, some videos do extremely bad, and I have to end up deleting them later. So I just try to make my videos just as brief as possible and just get straight to the point. I just finished Shin Megami Tensei IV and Shin Megami Tensei for Apocalypse, and I loved both of them. At the time, I was very sick, and I couldn't work, I couldn't do anything, so I just was like, hey, let me get into the Shin Megami Tensei part of, you know, Atlus, and I did, and I started with Shin Megami Tensei IV. Now, after playing both games, right off the bat, I'm just going to put it out there, I like Shin Megami Tensei IV Apocalypse way more than I like the original Shin Megami Tensei IV. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit, but I just wanted to put this out there. It's not because of the story, it's because of the characters. So in Shin Megami Tensei, the original Shin Megami Tensei, I feel like the characters weren't as interesting or weren't as fleshed out as the characters in Shin Megami Tensei IV Apocalypse. Some people get mad that Shin Megami Tensei IV Apocalypse is too goddamn friendly and lighthearted, and I completely understand where you're coming from, because I like the dark vibes too in the original, but Apocalypse does have dark vibes. It has some, but not as dark as the original. I get it. So let's just get this video out of the way. Where should I start? I want to talk about the OST. Let's start with the OST, okay? Lucifer's Palace. I'm gonna play that a little bit. Lucifer's Palace is hands down one of the best tracks in this. Like, goddamn, I fucking love this in the original Shin Megami Tensei IV. Which brings me to my next point. Walter or Jonathan? I'm picking Walter every single fucking time, dude. I mean, honestly, in my first playthrough, I tried to pick Walter, but I guess my choices ended up making me go neutral, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go neutral. You know, I really didn't think either of them were right, but if I had to choose, I would choose Walter, because Walter's my guy. That's my guy, bro. And also, it doesn't help that I'm not an atheist, but I don't believe in God. I believe that the Bible is fake and this was written by man, and that I think that God is wrong in some aspects. I just think he's just a tyrant. He just wants to rule over humans. And that topic in itself is just a whole nother separate video entirely. Depending on how good this video is, I might make another video talking about that. But what I loved about Walter is that he stood up to the old ideologies of Mikado. You know, as a samurai, he has learned to doubt. That was one of my fucking favorite quotes from Walter, man.
I won't raise a hand against Lilith.
Walter?
It matters not that I am a samurai. This is my stance as a human being. The new Eastern Kingdom of Mikado is no better than Tayama's Utopia. Both are ruled over by revolting dictators who care for nothing but themselves. Through my missions as a samurai, I've gained knowledge and wisdom. I've learned to doubt.
In my opinion, I think Christianity and every other religion in the world is just a coping mechanism for life, which I don't blame it. I mean, if you are a Christian watching this video, I don't blame you for believing in God. I mean, some people need something to believe in, but honestly, I would rather just believe in myself. I'm content with myself, but that's a whole nother topic entirely. But yeah, we were talking about OSTs. My second favorite OST is this right here. This was fucking good. Oh my god, this was good in Apocalypse. What was next? The Inferno Tokyo battle track. God, bro, that shit was amazing. Okay, let's move onward. Any gripes that I have about Shin Megami Tensei IV as a whole? I feel like, so in the first game, I feel like the story was complicated, and I feel like it was jumping all over the place. I feel like the story was jumping all over the place. If anybody wants to, ask me about my thoughts on that, ask me in the comments. But yes, overall, I think that Shin Megami Tensei IV Apocalypse, that story was a little bit more structured, no matter how flawed you think it is compared to the other Shin Megami Tensei games. This Shin Megami Tensei entry, which was Apocalypse, was more structured and it was more organized than the original game, in my opinion. We didn't talk about Flynn in this video. Flynn, he's a great protagonist, but I'm biased towards Nanashi. I fucking love Nanashi. I like you too, Asahi. I can't forget her either. I hate Nozomi. I hate her so bad, bro. With a passion. If y'all are curious about that, ask me in the comments. And my final thoughts on Shin Megami Tensei IV Apocalypse. Listen, I went the Dogda route. I love Dogda. Now what I do hate about this is that the game tried to portray that Dogda wasn't a good guy and that was the bad ending and you were supposed to go the friendship route. I hated that shit. Just because Dogda thinks differently from the mainstream way of thinking does not mean that he's an edgelord. You get what I mean? For example, me, just because I call somebody a normie or something, it doesn't mean that I'm an incel. You get what I mean? But yes, Dogda's ending was far more interesting. I knew that from the jump. I don't think I'm even going to go play back and see the friendship ending for myself, because I don't think there's no point to it. I know it's not as fire as Dogda's ending, so why would I go back and play it? Anyway, that's the end of this video. Just a short ass video here summarizing my thoughts in just a little short video. I will be playing Shin Megami Tensei V soon, so if you want to see that, subscribe. If you have any questions and want to debate me on something, let's do it in the comments. Mr. Almighty out.
I'll watch over you and the new humans as part of the universe itself.